Isaac's been working very hard on his Feast of Geeks episode, and while Jay and I have cameoed in him occasionally, I really hope that Jay and Artemis took some time to rest.
Master Artemis?
Oh, we have a guest. Hello and welcome. I will go make you some tea and then I will fetch Artemis for you. Welcome to the Cabinoff Dojo.
Did you say Cabinoff?
Yes? Whoa, I could have taken some serious damage from that move.
Oh, don't worry, Cabinoff. It'll all be over soon.
I'm sorry, I have absolutely no idea what I've done to offend you.
Oh, don't be sorry to me. Be sorry to Artemis and the Roth family.
I told you I'm not Jay, I'm his cousin Ken!
Pitiful. Hey kid, stop lying to me. It's just plain rude.
Then I guess it's a good thing he's not lying! Back off my cousin right now!
Ah, so you're Jay Cabinoff. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Cabinoff is mine. Stop! Who are you and why are you here? Richter and I trained together as kids. He is to me what Ken is to you, Cabinoff.
Artemis, I came here to tell you about the World Chefs Tournament.
World Chefs Tournament?
Why yes. The World Chefs Tournament is held every 5 years. Chefs all around the world come together to see which one of them is truly the best. Artemis, I plan to enter both you and myself, if you care to join.
What do you say, Cabinoff? Put appetizers around the world on hold for now and enter the tournament? Could be interesting. Alright, Artemis. You're on. Let's do this. I just had an interesting idea. Richter, why don't you take on Ken in a little one-on-one? Should be a nice little warm-up for the tournament.
Alright, kid. Let's do this.
Wait, I didn't agree to this!
Now, usually, when Artemis does this, he usually does it with the dice. But he does the typical six-sided. Me, I like to expand this little game of ours. So, why don't we see what we'll be cooking? Alright, kid. Let's see what I'll be cooking tonight. Well, looks like I've got lamb. I expected more of a challenge, but hey, this is what the dice tells me. Alright, kid. Now we'll see what you'll be cooking. Normally I would be a nice guy and give you the dice myself, but that's just too easy. Pork, huh? Well, you shouldn't have any problems cooking this then.
Okay, so for my entry we are going to do a pork chop with garlic mashed potatoes and some broccoli and top it off with a white wine mushroom sauce. We are going to do the pork chop first. I want to slow cook this to kind of bring out the flavors, or I should say keep them in. So we'll do some rosemary, some salt, and some black pepper. And we have the oven on 300 degrees. And we're just going to go ahead and slow roast this. Okay, so for our mashed potatoes, cut your potatoes so that they'll cook easier, or I should say faster. Cook them until fork tender. For the sauce, we're going to saute the produce and butter. So for this we have some mushrooms, a little bit of garlic, then we have some white wine. I have some Chardonnay. It's always good to have a little extra butter or olive oil in the pan because mushrooms tend to absorb a lot of liquid. Go ahead and add our mushrooms. We'll add the garlic in last because that tends to burn very quick, at least a lot faster than mushrooms do. with a little salt and pepper. Your garlic. Mushrooms are almost there. Dust with a little bit of cornstarch. This is going to thicken our sauce. Make sure you get all the cornstarch or flour, depending on what you want to use, incorporated with the produce so you don't have flour beads floating to the top. Go ahead and add your wine, and we will let this reduce. For a little bit of sweetness, use some sugar, or in this case we're going to use some honey. Potatoes are pork tender. We're going to add a little bit of garlic. And you can do this while it's hot. Add in some butter. It'll melt as you mix. Butter is all incorporated. We're going to go ahead and season a little bit with some salt. A little bit of milk in at a time. Because remember, as we've said in many videos before, you can add, but you cannot take away. For the last part, our vegetables, we're just going to saute these in a little bit of oil. This is our broccoli. Now, if we haven't mentioned before, you always want to try to do things in odd numbers. So I have 5 pieces right here. And we will saute these until they are fork tender. Drizzle the sauce down the side of the pork. Make sure you have some mushrooms and garlic on there for appearance. And then make sure you have your broccoli off to the side. For the mashed potatoes, I put them in a small bowl and then tipped it upside down. Lifted it up. It's like making a sand castle, or in this case a potato castle. Then I put 2 rosemary sprigs up top for a little garnish and a little height. Okay, Richter, you wanted to get in a fighting spirit? Well, how's this for a fighting spirit? Okay, I'm sorry, that was too much. Please don't hit me.
Alright, so tonight I will be making lamb loin chops with white rice, some sweet cooked baby peeled carrots, and to top it all off with some strawberry jasmine wine.
That was funny.
Funny. When I think baby peeled carrots, I merely think of my opponent. He's nothing more than a baby.
Quit calling me weak.
Alright, what you want to do first is pour your rice into the pot. Go ahead and pour the water in. Since you want to start with the rice first. Also, since we do want to season the lamb a little bit, we will pour some Italian seasoning on it. Well, not pour, just kind of sprinkle. And also with some garlic powder. Try not to use too much though. With some salt and pepper. Also, I'd like to mention that I will be roasting the lamb chops at 145 degrees in the oven. With this, you definitely want to check it every once in a while. You don't want it to get overcooked. Alright, now that we've gotten those 2 out of the way, let's move on to the sauce. What you want to start with is your strawberry jasmine wine. What you want to do is pour that into the pan. Smoky. And how we're going to thicken this up is with some jelly. I believe this is grape. Yes, it is. So, what you want to do is take a spoonful, put it on in. About half should do. Once you've gotten all that in, then we'll start stirring it up. Also, we are going to add some bay leaves. They're going to sit in there while we stir. So, now that I have the sauce here, I'm going to sample it a little bit. I must say, it tastes like Christmas. However, we have not reached that holiday yet. You'll just have to wait and see other videos for the future.
You must be new around here. According to Isaac, we don't do Christmas specials around here.
Oh, so that's why Ken was the one doing all the Christmas specials while you were dead. I'm sure I got a good laugh out of it, although I don't think Artemis did. He was pretty pissed.
Everybody's a comedian.
Alright then, now we will move on to the carrots. Alright, now that we've gotten the butter melted in the pan, or pot for those who are paying attention, we're going to put the carrots in. You want to try to spread them out so they're not kind of sticking to each other. Next, we're going to add a pinch of nutmeg. Make sure you don't add too much. And also, sprinkle some cinnamon sugar in to sweeten the flavor. Alright, and once everything is said and done, go ahead and for presentation, separate the lamb chops from the middle and put some seasoned rice in the middle and top it off with rosemary. Sprinkle a little bit of the sauce on all 3 portions of the lamb chops. And with the sweetened carrots, put them all to one side. And Ken, for your wise, or so-called wise, remark earlier, I don't play with little children, nor do I take pride and pleasure in hurting them. So go and play in the sandbox with your cousin. Let's see those results.
Get it on that select and make it first pick. Get it on that 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Get it on that choose and pick the best one. Get it on that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get it on that select and make it first pick. Get it on that 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Get it on that choose and pick the best one. Get it on that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get it on that select and make it first pick. Get it on that 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Get it on that choose and pick the best one.
Not bad, kid. I definitely underestimated you. You definitely have the spirit when it comes to making very delicious entrees. I did try it myself afterwards, by the way.
Thank you.
However, we gotta work on a few details with you. First of all, your shyness and timidness kinda gets in the way.
Of what?
Well, for example, like when you're around women, you seem to just really tense up. You need to act calm. And other times, you can't even defend yourself. For example, take your cousin. Never mind. Anyway, Jay, not a good role model for you.
Probably not.
Okay? What I'm talking about is, we need to get you to overcome your fear.
Okay.
And just tense you up a little bit. Make you stronger, you know?
Is this gonna hurt?
I can tell this is going to be a long training session.
Yeah, agreed.
Oh well, come on, kid.
Ah!